What's going on, guys? Back with another Wizards video. Now, I'm extremely bored. You know, the Wizards games keep getting postponed. Everybody got the Rona. I mean, it's really like being a kid and you on punishment and all your friends is outside playing and you can't go outside. I mean, it's boring times within the Wizards fan world. It really is. So what do I do naturally? I go online and take a look at some Bradley Beal trade packages because the Wizards are like 3-8. You know, it's realistic. I want to see if people come up with some respectable trades online. You know, a lot of these sites, they come up with a lot of BS. You know, it's bad trade packages. It don't make sense. But let's see if we can find some decent ones. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So, what we have here is from Bleacher Report. First trade I found, Bradley Beal to the Nuggets. They say the deal would be Gary Harris, PJ Dozier, Michael Porter Jr., 2021 first round pick, 2024 first round pick, top 5 protected for Bradley Beal. Now, I like Michael Porter Jr. I think that's a great, surrounding piece right there. I really like Michael Porter Jr. I like the Gary Harris add-on. I would say, if the Wizards could find a way to get Bol involved in that trade, I would be okay with that. I would really be okay with this if they could get Bol in there. You know, I don't really got no issues with this. I don't think it's disrespectful. I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's lazy. I really think this is okay. If the Wizards could potentially get the Nuggets to part with Bol as well. I mean, take out Dozier, replace him with Bol, and see how that works out. Alright, the next site we got, essentially SportsNotcom. They have 3 teams that the Wizards could trade Bradley Beal to. First team says Bradley Beal goes to South Beach, so Miami. Says this trade would see Bradley Beal go to the Miami Heat in exchange for Bradley Beal. The Wizards could get Goran Dragic, Duncan Robinson, and Andre Iguodala. I'm sorry, that's trash. I mean, is there any picks involved? I mean, that's trash. What are the Wizards getting? You telling me they can't get Tyler Hero? You telling me they can't get Precious Achiuwa? You telling me they can't get Kendrick Nunn? Where is the young talent at? Duncan Robinson is like just a straight up shooter. Andre Iguodala is old. I mean, that's like a buyout thing or something. He's not going to play for the Wizards. If they trade Bradley Beal, he's not going to play for a losing team. And Goran Dragic? What the? Next. Bradley Beal becomes a savior of New York. The Knicks. So for this trade, they say the New York Knicks would give up R.J. Barrett, Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina, and a 2021 swap protected first round pick and a 2023 first round pick. Now, I would say, because I do think those picks have the potential to be low picks, but I don't really like RJ Barrett like that. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like there's other teams that can give you picks and better young players. Like for the Heat, I would rather have Tyler Hero and Kendrick Nunn or whatever rather than RJ Barrett and Dennis Smith. Like RJ Barrett doesn't do nothing for me. I'm not a big fan of RJ Barrett. It's definitely better than that garbage they did for the Heat. That was just trash. 2 first round picks and RJ Barrett as the main piece here. I'm going to go with a pass on that. I'm going to pass. So, for the first Bleacher Report one, I said I'm kind of on the fence. If the Wizards could sneak in Bol, take out Dozier, put in Bol, then that's okay for me. The Heat one, pass. Hard pass. The Knicks, I'm going to go with a pass. Bradley Beal revives Warriors dynasty. Okay, to the Warriors. This will be a massive trade for players' perspective. The Wizards will receive Kelly Oubre Jr., bringing Kelly Oubre back. Kevin Looney, Jordan Poole, Marquise Chris, Michael Mulder, and Alex Milagic. Okay. This is trash. If I'm trading Bradley Beal to the Warriors, we're starting off with James Wiseman, okay? You may have to put James Wiseman on the table somewhere. Kelly Oubre is cool. I mean, there's no picks involved. It's just a bunch of role players. It's not any young stars or upcoming stars. Why would the Wizards accept this trade? This is horrible. This is horrible return. This is like literally the Warriors literally robbing the Wizards in this trade. I don't know why this would even be a thing. This is horrible. You got a bunch of role players, a bunch of bench guys, no picks, no upcoming stars like a Michael Porter Jr. or nothing like that, or somebody who's shown some potential like Tyler Hero. You get Oubre, who's a role player, Looney, a bench player, Poole, a bench player, Chris, a bench player. I barely even know who Mulder and Smalagic is. That's a hard pass. That's garbage. No. Okay, our next site, we got Radiocom. Seems as if they starting us off with a 76ers trade. Okay. They say Sixers get Bradley Beal. The Wizards get Tyrese Maxey, Danny Green, Mike Scott, and Isaiah Joe. I'm going to say pass on this trade. If the Wizards are trading Bradley Beal to the 76ers, the Sixers got to give up Ben Simmons. They got to. You're giving up Ben Simmons. Maxey's a good young player. He's shown potential. Danny Green, role player. Scott, bench player. Isaiah Joe, young bench player. You got to give me Ben Simmons. You got to. Ben Simmons has to be the focal point around the trade. If they're trading Bradley Beal to the 76ers, I'm sorry. That's just what it has to be. Now you can say, how are you going to do Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons? I don't know. You'll figure it out. But if you're trading Bradley Beal, you need somebody who you can like really center this trade around. And Ben Simmons is going to be that guy. Tyrese Maxey is it seems like a good young piece that you can throw in there. There's no picks involved in this. So I'm going to say pass. Unless Ben Simmons is involved, pass. Next, they got the Dallas Mavericks. They say Mavericks get Bradley Beal and Isak Bonga. The Wizards get Tim Hardaway Jr., James Johnson, and Terrell Terry. Hard pass. I don't know what that garbage was, but get it out of my face. Golden State Warriors. Warriors get Bradley Beal, Ish Smith. The Wizards get Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, and Alan Smalagic. I don't know his last name. I don't, man. No, this is alright. Okay, this is better. Like, on the last site we was on with the Warriors trade, like I said, James Wiseman. I need him in there. They have James Wiseman here. They also have Andrew Wiggins here. Now, I mean, that's decent. I think that's decent return. Thomas Bryant did just get hurt as well with the ACL. James Wiseman is the number 2 pick. He also has shown a lot of potential, so that's the thing. Andrew Wiggins, he's been playing very good defensively. He has some upside still. He's still a young player. He's not a star. We all know that. He didn't live up to where he was drafted. No picks involved. I think this is one of the better ones we have seen so far. I don't have an issue with this. This isn't disgusting. This isn't criminal. Like that Mavericks trade was we just looked at. That was just not worth my time. But I'm on the fence about this one. I don't have an issue with it. I would take a look at this. I definitely would take a look at this trade. They have a Brooklyn Nets one. We're going to scratch that out because that clearly doesn't matter anymore. Detroit Pistons. We have Bradley Beal, Ish Smith, Isak Bonga to the Pistons. The Wizards get Blake Griffin and Killian Hayes. Hard pass. Blake Griffin has not looked good this year. Blake Griffin does not look anything worth me trading Beal for. Killian Hayes is, a nice young piece. Nice young guard. Top 10 pick. But there's no picks involved. This just isn't enough. This isn't enough. Hard pass. Pelicans. Pelicans would get Bradley Beal. The Wizards would get J.J. Redick, Lonzo Ball, Kira Lewis Jr. You got to add some picks in here for me. I like Lonzo in this case. I like Kira Lewis Jr. in this case. And Redick is cool. I don't know if I would do this without no picks. Nah. Nah. I would say pass unless there's picks added to this. You add some picks, then we can talk. Alright, we on SportsNotcom. This is our last site. We have Bradley Beal traded to the 76ers. Let's see what they got. 76ers receive Bradley Beal. Washington Wizards get Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, the 2021 first round pick. I think that's pretty decent. I think that's a cool return. You get a first round pick. That's not going to be a high pick or anything. 76ers aren't going to be bad enough. You get Matisse Thybulle, young, good defensive player. You get Ben Simmons. Like I said, you worry about the Russell Westbrook fit with Ben Simmons a little later. But, that's not bad. I don't think that's bad at all. I don't think that's a pass. I think that's something, this is a trade you definitely look at and you analyze and see. This is like an on-the-fence type trade for me, for sure. Dallas Mavericks. So you have Dallas Mavericks acquire Bradley Beal. Washington Wizards receive Tim Hardaway Jr., Maxi Kleber, Tyrell Terry, 2022 first round pick, 2024 first round pick, 2026 first round pick, 2028 first round pick. That's a lot of first round picks. Now, the other Mavericks trade we saw was garbage. This is more of what I'm talking about. See, you don't have like that young upcoming star, but you have a lot of draft capital. You have 4 first round picks in this situation. 4. That's a lot of draft capital. That makes you think there. That ain't a hard pass. You definitely think a little bit with this. These are some of the 2 trades from this site I've seen have been pretty decent. This is definitely a trade that will make me think. I don't think this is a pass at all. I definitely will be on the fence and think about that. Alright, we have the Miami Heat. Miami Heat receive Bradley Beal. The Washington Wizards get Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, Kelly Olynyk, 2021 first round pick, 2025 first round pick, 2027 first round pick. If the Heat was willing to give it up, because I think Tyler Hero will be the big, deciding factor in this. If they're willing enough to give up Hero, with these 3 first round picks, I don't know if the Heat will be willing to give that up, but this is probably the best trade I've seen out of all the ones we looked at. I would go with this one. Let's see the next trade, but right now, this is a yes. This trade is a yes. This is the number 1 trade that I've seen so far. Denver Nuggets. Bradley Beal goes to the Nuggets. The Wizards land Michael Porter Jr., Gary Harris, Bol, and a 2021 first round pick, 2023 first round pick. Hey, that's what I was talking when I seen the Bleacher Report when I said if they could add Bol in there. This site, SportsNot, did that with 2 first round picks. That's tough. That's right up there with that Heat trade. Those are my number 1 and 2, or 1A, 1B. This Nuggets trade and that Heat trade. This is close. I would think about this a lot. That's tough, man. What else they got? The Pelicans. Pelicans receive Bradley Beal. The Wizards receive Lonzo, J.J. Redick. 2021 first round pick. 2023 first round pick. 2025 from the Bucks first round. 2025 first round from the Pelicans. 2027 first round. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first round picks with Lonzo and JJ. That's a lot of draft capital. A lot. It's tough between the Heat. I like this. That's a lot of draft capital and a lot of picks. I may go with I don't know, man. I may go with the Denver Nuggets. I think I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets. Let's go back to this trade. This site has a really good trade. Michael Porter Jr. I really like his ceiling. Bol, I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen a lot. 2 first-round picks and Gary Harris. My main focus is Michael Porter Jr. I think he can really turn into a very good player. The Heat trade was very good. It was very good, man. And it's more picks. I'm going to go with the Nuggets, y'all. That's what... Hey, I go with the Nuggets. Bradley Beal gets traded to the Nuggets in this situation. That's my trade I'm going with. You know, that's it. That's what I got for y'all. You know, if you enjoyed this video, if you stayed to the end, hey, I appreciate it. I love you. Tell me in the comments what's a good trade package for you. If you saw any you liked, which one would you choose? Always like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Peace.